Yo, was really good University of Miami Hurricane football fans. Your boy Alonzo 1219, aka Dawg, back in the building doing this late, 1 day late post game video from the Miami North Carolina game. And it was a nice game, if I can admit so myself. Enjoyed it. Thanks for the likes already, y'all. Really appreciate it. If y'all seen, the subscribers have really blossomed. The channel was growing a lot. I really do appreciate that. I'm also going to continue to ask for donations. I'm trying to get new equipment. I'm going to try to get that Samsung Pro 9, Samsung Pro. So that'll help me with it. It does the editing and stuff for you, so I can leave stuff at the top of the description. So I have a guy that's gonna come in. He's gonna create a contest for me. So I'm gonna let him come and explain to y'all what that is. I don't know anything about fantasy, but he knows about it. So I'll let you guys. He's gonna explain to you guys what he's talking about, and hopefully you like it because it'll help me out some. If not, we'll just continue to do other ways. But let's get into that ass kicking last night. Let's get into that, man. I know I don't sound too hype, but it's not post game, but I do got my courage juice, thanks to my cup from my family. It is Friday, so I'm gonna get a little lit. We're gonna enjoy the chat tonight, taking all phone calls and everything. So we're gonna try to have as much fun as we can for about an hour or so. So let's speak to everybody in the chat. Let me go in the chat and make sure I'm talking to everybody in the chat, man. See who's all in the chat right now, so I can have some conversations with my family. Hey, and for real, man, I appreciate all the new subscribers, man. We're blowing up right now. That's why Morgan in. Big, I guess it's Goop 509, appreciate it. Mark Nation, Club, what's going on, man? Mr. Sampson Green from up here in South Cat, what's going on? Big Dog Horton, LaShawn, appreciate it. Devin Robinson, the U, Jones Home, what's going on? Jimmy Hurricane, Bones, John D. Porter was good. Big Goop, I think I said you already, Big Goop. Canes for Life, what's good? What's good? My big little sister Jessie, what's going on with you, baby girl? Mac Nation, Air Max, Brian, S.Y. Morgan. So Canes Lax, Eric, Jamie, Michael Karen, Anthony Rollins was good, Ant. Antonio Woods was good, Antonio, Casey, Jamie, Ernesto from Texas. That's my dude from Texas. 786 was good, man. He's supposed to get you in here one of these days. Every time I call you, you partying. I'm hearing music in the background. You always got a party or something going on. Eric was good. Willis, sleep. I ain't gonna go on and on and on and on. I think I got most people. But hey, once again, first off, I had people actually complain about Manny Diaz blitzing too much again last night. You have got to be, and you did predict 41-10 Canes for Life. That was like super close. If I'd had a competition, you would have won. That was like crazy close. Manny explained, and I got some shirts coming. I do got some shirts repping myself today. Manny explained that a lot of the blitzes aren't blitzes. They're like read blitzes, basically. He allows his guys some freedom to, if they see a play develop, to open, to go ahead and shoot for it. So that's what happens a lot, man. But, man, stay aggressive. Oh, you had 42-10. I'm about to go back. Y'all was close, man. Y'all were close. I don't even think I gave up a score prediction. But I wasn't expecting that. And the offense played more fluid. It wasn't great. But Nikoski energized the offense, man. And they played well enough. And you would have got a little bit less out of Rozier. and it wouldn't have, and the game probably would have been dominant, but people would have been giving Rozier all the credit and it would have killed Perry. You know, it would have killed the Hurricane season because we need him to play. We need him to be better. And he's going through some learning curves. Threw an interception last night, I think that was, you know what I'm saying? Actually it wasn't hit, it was a tip ball drill. You know what I'm saying? But I mean, bro, I want him to learn. I want him to make mistakes now instead of when we get deep into ACC play. And that's an ACC game. Yeah, that's an ACC game, so we're 1-0 in the ACC, and we need that. We need wins like this, but we also need Rick to be more aggressive because still to me, especially in the second half, and I think he admitted it that he's not aggressive enough in the second half, and we can't deal with that. That's something we can't deal with. He has to be more aggressive in the second half, man. That to me that's irresponsible of him not. Manny Diaz don't give a damn. Manny goes at you. He don't care. He don't care about how many points you got. He coming at you every single play. And that's what I love about him, man. Win, lose, he a fighter. He a pit bull, man. And that's my whole point. FSU next, and we got FSU videos coming all week next week, and I'm working 12 hours every day next week, and we still got FSU videos coming all week. So for all you FSU Mitches out there, all of you FSU Mitches out there, this is your opportunity to call in and debate with a Hurricane fan. I'm giving you the same opportunity that I gave LSU fans. You're going to get it. So all you FSU Mitches out there that want to come get some, come get some. Period. And like I said, I appreciate the donations. I'm still gonna keep asking for them because I need to get a new equipment. I need to upgrade. There are things that I most definitely need to do to make this channel better. So I'm gonna put the Cash App in again. Didn't get any donations last night. I was kind of disappointed that I didn't get any last night. I was like, not even one. I was like, man. But like I say, I don't care if it's $1. Seriously, I don't care if it's just $1. I'm not asking for $5, $10, $15, $20, $50. If you got $1 to spare, help a brother out, man. Real talk, because I am definitely doing what I can to grow this channel. So if I knew how to do the live thing to have it on the bottom of the screen, I would, but I keep telling y'all, I don't know how to do that, so. And like I said, I definitely appreciate, you know what I'm saying, any little donation I can get, man. And I'm waiting on a caller. If he don't call, I'm gonna call him. But if I'm gonna go ahead and call him and get this call out the way, because he's talking about doing a contest for me. So I'm gonna let him explain to y'all, because I have no idea. I don't do fantasy football. So he wants like a fantasy football thing. I don't know if any of you guys do fantasy or interested in fantasy. So I'm gonna let him explain to you guys what it is, and then I'll do a little bit more research on it, and I'll put it out a little more once I understand. And then after that, we'll go right back to Miami football. But I'm gonna let him explain to you guys. He wanted me to explain it, but I don't know anything about. I don't play fantasy football. So I'm gonna see if he's gonna answer real quick. Like, want to get him in real quick, like, so we can go ahead and get in depth into what's going on. What's going on, my brother?
How are you?
I'm good. I'm good. Telling the family about the contest, and I was going to let you explain to them about how this works.
Right. I want everyone to know, look, we are going to be holding a fantastic fundraiser for Alonzo. Next week, FSU versus Miami game, we're gonna hold a contest with it. $10 entry fee. We want to get 100 players involved. So this way, Alonzo could help. We could help Alonzo get some of that equipment that he needs so he can create better videos for us. So all you need to do is go to moneyball.moneyballDFS.com. Moneyball DefensiveDominance.com. Sign up. Next week we're going to put up the contest for SSU versus Miami, and you are going to have some fun. You're going to make some cash, some good money. 25 people will win, by the way. Alonso, I forgot to tell you that. Did you know that?
No, I didn't know that. You didn't tell it to me. So that's good.
Yeah.
I'm going to play too.
25. Out of 125 people will win money.
Actually, I'm not going to play because I don't think I should play since the contest is for me. So, no, I'm not going to play. But, yeah, now explain to them. You say it's fantasy. So, explain to some of the family on here that might not understand what it's about, how this works. Because I'm not a fantasy football guy, so I don't know.
Right. So what I created is an alternative form of play for fantasy sports. You don't have to recruit teams. You don't have to recruit players or anything like that. You simply have to enter the end of a game statistic for the Hurricanes. So, for example, we're playing a contest next week between SSU and Miami. We are going to put in the stats for what Miami's going to do in the game. We're going to put in how many passing yards they had, how many rushing yards they had. So this is a really fun way to play fantasy sports without all of the hassles of trying to recruit players.
Okay. One more question. Let them know who you are, because I didn't want to, let them know who you are, but I wanted to kind of break them into who you are, but I'm gonna let you do that so they'll know where you're from and what you do and things like that.
Sure. My name is Kayvon Sharma. I'm a Miami native, but now I live in Shreveport, Louisiana. I actually attended University of Miami back in the late 80s. I ran track for them, and I was there when Jimmy Johnson was there, Randall Hill, Steve Walsh. I actually used to help Steve Walsh train for his combine. And, it was a lot of fun, good memories. So I'm an alum from the University of Miami. I'm an entrepreneur, and I've been doing this stuff for, since I graduated college back in the early 90s. So, that's who I am, And I truly believe in transparency. I want everyone to know who I am. They are free to give me a call. They can go to the website. My contact information is there. My telephone number is there. So either if they have any questions, call me, email me, and I'll be there to answer any of their questions.
And I can tell you one thing, he offered a donation, he made a donation, he offered a bigger donation, but I actually wheelchairs work with this right here at the time, you know what I'm saying, and see how things work out. So we're gonna try to push this. If you can go in the chat and put that back in the chat, and then I'll continue to put it in the chat throughout the show. That way I'll, because like I said, I don't know how to put it in my top screen thing like that. So I'll continue to put it in the chat through the show.
Sounds great, Alfonso.
I appreciate the love, my brother. Thanks, man. He reached out to me, so that was big to me. So
yeah, I love your show. Look, Alfonso, I love your show, and I guarantee you, all of us King fans love you and love your show. Because you do it the right way.
Man, I appreciate you, man. I really do, man. I appreciate you so much. Thank you, my brother. Put it in the chat, and I'll continue to repeat it in the chat.
All right. Okay, great. So everybody, remember, MoneyballDFS.com.
MoneyballDFS.
Sign up. Yeah, MoneyballDFS.com. Look it up. Sign up. Get ready. We're going to put that contest in for Alonso. We want to raise some money to help them get some really good equipment so you can really do some nice videos for us.
I appreciate it. I appreciate that so much. Moneyball DF. You said DFS?
Yes, MoneyballDFS.com.
All right, if you can put that in the chat, and I'm gonna put it in the chat, and I'll keep putting it in the chat.
All right.
Thank you, my brother. I appreciate it.
You're welcome.
All right.
You're on.
Thanks.
Bye.
All right, now we can get into the game from yesterday, and now I'm taking phone calls. We can get into the game. He offered that to me yesterday, and I wanted him to come because I don't understand how to explain that. I don't know anything about fantasy football, so I wanted him to explain it. So it's MoneyballDFS.com. I'm gonna put that in there for contest. Um, um, all right, I did put it in the chat. I'm gonna continue to keep putting that in the chat. Sorry about that. But yeah, you guys go into that moneyball.dfs.com for fantasy football contest, and it'll be between Miami and Florida State, which is good. Which is good. Florida State fans, you can get into that too if you want to. Now, now I'm about to get some. Now we're about to get into some real stuff. How many people complained about the offensive line last night? How many complaints we had about the offensive line last night? I want to know. Anybody can call in 803-201-0135. Once again, 803. I'll put in the chat. Let me see. It's in the chat, so you can call in if you want to. Holler at your boy. But I bet you I ain't see too many complaints about the offensive line last night. You know why? Because they couldn't stack 8-9 in the box. They had to worry about Perry. They had to worry about Perry. What's going on, Pigskin Pete, man? What's good with you, my brother? I see you in here. I appreciate it, man. The whole line kept Perry clean because Perry was able to get rid of the ball on time. He's not Malik, man. He's not Malik, man. It's a difference. It's a big difference when he in the game, man. And I really wish I could have came on last night because I know it would have been a lot more exciting last night. Everybody done settled in. But I had to be to work this morning, man, and I was not. The game went off too late. But they had to respect the fact that Perry could stretch the field. They also had to respect the fact that Perry could touch the middle of the field because he throws the ball in the middle of the field. You know, the first play of the game, he hit the middle of the field. Even though we didn't score on that first drive, he made them back up, man. Oh yeah, he got a 30-06. He got a rifle. He got a rifle for a gun, and he gets it out there. Mike, hey Mike, I want you to call in for me, Mike. Mike, call in for me because you was at the game. Please, Mike, you don't call in enough. I need you to call in, man, and let people know what that atmosphere was last night. If you don't, I'm gonna call you. If you don't, I'm gonna call you, man. Mike is the guy. Mike is my boy. He's the guy who won the tickets for the from me for the North Carolina game, and oh yeah, 786, man. Me and you always agreed on this, man. Me and you have always agreed on how great Perry is. I thought he was great. You thought he was better than I thought he was. And I thought he was great. And he's playing up to that. Perry Rozier can't transfer. He's a fifth-year senior. But to be honest with you, I wouldn't want to transfer. Nothing wrong with having him as a backup. There's nothing wrong with that. He's just not a starter. He's not a starter in this league, man. He's not a starter for Miami, so I have no issue with that. I'm hoping we pound him into submission. But my concern still is Mark Richt being too conservative on play calling. That's my concern. I still feel like he's too conservative on play calling. So I don't know. I feel like if we were up by 21 points, he will pull off the guns in the second half and start running the ball 100 times. That's how I feel. And then they'll be able to get back in the game. I want to beat FSU by 100. I want to destroy them. This is the day my little brother can call. Now, I had to hit my little brother. I'm going to tell him you can't be calling in and disrespecting all the time. This is the day he can call in if he feel like calling in. But we're going to do some FSU videos next week. But I'm still high off that 47-10 thumping that we get. The defense scored 3 defensive touchdowns, had 3 sacks. Had 6 total turnovers, 3 touchdowns. Bro, and Gerald Willis can't be blocked. And it's crazy to me how people get on Manny Diaz, man. It's like, and he still don't have the depth. And it's a top 5 ranked defense. I think they're number 1 in total yards this year in defense, man. And yeah, we ain't played the greatest teams out there, but come on, man. And people continue to get on Manny Diaz, man. You know how they say you won't miss that person till they gone. That's how I feel about Manny Diaz. If Manny Diaz would take another job somewhere else, they'll miss him. Miami fans will miss him, man. Rick is too controlling. That's not going to happen. Yeah, if it weren't for the penalties, it would have been 47-3. But mistakes happen in ball games, man. Those things do happen in ball games. North Carolina's an ACC opponent, man. And they played us real tough last year. Well, basically the same staff, same team. They didn't lose much. Randy Shane not coming back to Miami, man. He was under that Nevin Shapiro umbrella. Even though he had nothing to do with it, he was under that. He's not coming back to Miami. Got me a little absolute. Yep. I guess I get absolute a free shout out. Y'all don't forget about the MoneyBallDFS.com, man. Don't forget about that, man. See, I put that back in there, man. Y'all don't forget about that, man. MoneyBallDFS.com for the fantasy football contest to help. He's doing a fundraiser to help raise money so I can get all the new equipment and get everything. And also, this is also for also not just for that, but for some 7-on-7 camps I'm trying to get done this year up here in South Carolina and down in Fort Lauderdale, Miami, West Palm Beach area. Those are things that I want to do. I really want to reach out to the community, man, and build this, bro. If me as a YouTuber can get out there and represent the University of Miami and doing 7-on-7 camps with these kids and letting these kids know how I feel about the University of Miami, I think that'll go a long way with them as well, because I don't go there, and I'm that passionate about it. So I think that'll go a long way as well, man. So I really want to make sure that these kids understand how great that school is. It's not that the kids win one game, George. George, you always talking trash, man. George, shut up. How about that? I don't really mean shut up. Say what you got to say. Man, ain't nobody worry about you. How about you worry about the Gators? That's what you worry about, man. Nobody worry about it. Whatever, man, George. You just be all in your feelings, man. You be in your feelings sometimes, man. George, call in. That's what you do, George. Call in, man. Tell me why you mad, son. Tell me. Anybody remember the Mad Rapper? Tell me why you mad, George. Tell me why you mad. Yeah, he Uncle Lou's son. Uncle Lou own him right now. George always crying, man. Always crying. He on everybody's channel in the ACC and he an SEC guy. I think he's a secret Miami or Clemson fan. He's secretly a Miami or Clemson fan, man. Yep. Yeah, man. I told y'all, man. It was out the dark. I'm getting right. Hey, I'm telling you, man. And y'all know how I feel, man. If this team can gel at the right time, man. Pete, it's gonna be a tougher match when we meet y'all in the ACC championship game. I'm not saying we win, but I'm saying y'all gonna know we were there a little bit better as long as Coach Rick decides to finally coach. That's all. I mean, what's going on, Jay? What's good with you? So I mean, that's all I'm saying, man. I mean, bro, it was a beautiful, especially defensively, man. I mean, who right now, who would any Miami Hurricane fan take over Manny Diaz right now as our defensive coordinator? Serious. Let me see if I can change this lighting a little bit. I'm sorry. Let me see if I can change the lighting. See if that's a little better. Is that a little better? I think that's a little bit better. A little darker, not as much on my face. So yeah. Who would take Who would you take over Manny Diaz as a defensive coordinator right now? But people complain about Diaz. People complain. I'm like, what are y'all complaining about? Y'all seriously kidding me? I had some guys tell me today. What's my boy channel? What's my boy channel today? I'm on his channel today, right? I'm on his channel today, right? And it's funny to me. It's funny to me how people are, right? Universal Empire. I was on Universal Empire channel today, right? And I'm just sitting there because he shared one of my videos. So I'm sitting here and I'm reading some of the comments. And I'm hearing guys say, Alonzo, there's a couple guys, Alonzo don't know stats. He just spit out stuff. I never said I was a stat guru. Never said that. Never. You want stats like that, go to the wholesome one. I'm just passionate about Miami football. All right? If I can get stats, I can get me an earpiece like they do on SportsCenter and have somebody feed me all the stats. I can have somebody feed me every stat. That's not who I am. I'm passionate about watching the game, watching between the tackles, and pay attention to what's going on. So for all you clowns out there that sit here and say that Alonzo don't know stats, since you're so great at stats, why don't you do me a favor? Get your bum ass off the chat line and get your bum ass a YouTube channel and talk stats all day and see how many people listen to your boring ass. How about that? Do me that favor. Do me that favor. See how many people sit there and listen to your boring ass talk. All listen, sound like the dry eye guy from the Visine commercial. When the Coach Perry threw for 304 yards and 2 touchdowns and an interception, and the offense only allowed, defense only allowed 4 points and 3 points, and shut up, man. Miss me with that, man. So I don't know stats like that, but I know facts, and I know how to watch football because I played it. So for all you bums out there, you clown-ass haters who always got something to say, about Alonzo don't know stats, and go find somebody else to watch. How about that? You can't bully a bully, all right? Can't bully a bully, man. I'm a bully. You can't bully me. And I'm gonna call your clown asses out. Yeah, boy, man. He don't know stats. I never said this was this is why I do chat, so people can come in and tell me stuff. This is why I do call-ins, man. But I know for a fact when the team look good and the team look bad, I ain't got no stats for that. Hell, even Mark Richt don't know the stats. He got somebody bring them to him at the game during the press conference. None of the coaches know stats. How many coaches know stats? None of the coaches know stats. That's for geeks like you to know stats. The stats is for the geek guys, man. Except for the wholesome when he play football. He just smart. Get on my damn nerves, smart behind. Y'all go check his channel out, though, man. 803-201-0135 is the number, George. I'll put it in the chat, and I'm hoping you call in. Always crying. Always in the chat crying. This is what I do this for. And nobody do it better. And no, I don't know all the stats. Nope, I don't know all the stats. Stats sometimes can lie to you. How about that? Shoot, Stephen A. Smith don't know all the stats. He one of the #1 rated damn people out there. They bring in people. Do y'all actually watch SportsCenter where they bring in the gurus for stats and fantasy football and drafting and recruiting? Do y'all know they actually bring people in there that's all they pay attention to? So that's their job. So they bring them in to talk about it. My job is to talk to the youth family. No, I don't know all the stats. But argue with me and tell me I was wrong about Coach Rick. Argue with me and tell me and 786 was wrong about Nikoski Perry. Argue with me when I tell y'all was wrong about the offensive line. Argue me that. I don't know stats, but argue me the offensive line ain't playing way better with Perry in the game. Being able to spread the ball out and run a spread. So what? I don't know all the stats, but I know the offense looked better with Perry in the game. Argue me that, stat guy, stat boy. Bunch of ass clowns, man. Get tired of hearing that, man. Comparing me to what's your guy's name? Cam Underwood. I'm not Cam. I have no disrespect for Cam. I got all love in the world for Cam. Me and Cam, two totally different dudes. We don't sound alike. We don't talk alike. We don't have the same passion. He's smarter than me when it comes to stats. I'm more passionate than him when it comes to this. So we even each other out. We're different people. Perry makes the offense flow a lot better. No, I ain't know that. You already know what type of time I be on 786. You already know what type of time I be on. It just gets annoying, man. I go on the channel, I'm hearing cats talking. Dude told me I was scared to talk to him. 786, when you ever know me turn down a phone call? You the big homie. When you ever know me turn down a phone call, 786? Come on, man. Come on, man. These boys out of control, man. Like I said, even Rick last night said that he got conservative in the second half. You know what I'm saying? Why is no one talking about the offensive line? I've been talking about the offensive line for 2 years. For 2 solid years, I've been telling y'all it's not the offensive line, and people been arguing with me. But I don't know stats. I don't know stats. You can't fear nobody but God. God is who I fear. You don't know, I don't know stats, but I've been saying the same thing about the offensive line. And right now, I'm looking like I'm right. Yeah, I mean, come on. Hey, everybody listen to Rick, though. Rick tell the truth because he's there. So everybody listen to Rick. But Rick looking wrong right now. And I heard today, and I'm not going to say who I heard it from because it's not facts. It's not stats, and this ain't facts. But what I'm telling you guys, what I heard was some of the coaches went to the AD and told the AD that they need to play Perry. They need to force Rick to play Perry. This is drama. This is not real news. This is like some Fox News type stuff, what I'm saying right now. This is Fox News. So I don't know if it's real or fake. But what I heard was some of the assistant coaches went to Blake James and told Blake James that he needs to force Rick to play Perry. I'm putting the number back in the chat again. Hey man, y'all I'm not gonna keep putting the number in the chat, man. Y'all gotta know the number, man. I'm putting it in the chat, and I got somebody calling right now. Yo, what's good, man? Who we got?
Hey, so it's George in Oregon.
What's going on, George? What's good with you, my brother?
God, I get to wake up at 9 o'clock tomorrow morning and turn on the TV and watch Clemson, at 9 a.m. because of the difference in the time zones. It's the best thing in the world.
Well, I mean, I don't mind watching Clemson. I'm telling my favorite coach right now in college football is Dabo Swinney.
I'm just saying that because he's a young kid and he's a new starting quarterback, and there's nothing else to do at 9 a.m. That's awesome.
Yeah, I mean, up here at 9 a.m. I'm almost halfway through my day.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, exactly. Well, no, it's 12 there though.
Yeah, it's 12. That's what I'm saying. I'm almost halfway through my day up here.
Anyway, I don't know why I like Miami, and I don't know why I watched your channel.
I know why
I like you, but I do like Miami, and I do like your channel, because I remember the glory days of Miami and Florida football, where you beat us on opening day and we won the national championship, and we beat you on opening day and you won the national championship. Those were the good old days.
You know what people like and dislike about me. I'm gonna tell you what people like and dislike about me. It's the same exact thing. I'm 100% real. I'm authentic. I say shit that people want to say but afraid to say because they're afraid to get criticized for it. But they want to say it. They want to say it.
Man, because I don't understand it. I don't understand. You're saying the obvious truth, and they're saying like what coaches would say.
Yeah, they people. I tell people all the time. I say exactly what you want to say, but you're afraid to say it. And it's not like I'm disrespecting. I never call Coach Rick out his name. I don't call him names. I don't do none of that stuff. I just talk about what I see and the lack of urgency I see and how stubborn he is as a coach.
I love Perry. I hope he doesn't get hurt. I love that kid. He almost be on cloud nine. It's like he can actually do it. He can actually play a real game. I watched it in some practices this year when I went down there. I watched it in the spring game this year when I held my. That would piss me off by people. I was giving shots of the spring game, right? I was showing shots. I was recording a little bit, and then I was gonna stop, and then I had people in the chat like, no, Zoe, don't stop, man. We can't see it nowhere else. We can't. So I held my arm up for 3 hours on a spring game on a cell phone so the family could watch the spring game. That was sweet. That's nice, man.
Man, my arm was so damn tired after that game. I
don't think I could hold my arm up for 3 hours to tell you the
I
truth.
said, oh my God. Every time, and then they would complain. Then people were complaining because my arm kept falling down.
Yeah,
so people like, listen, pick your damn arm back up. We can't see. Oh my God.
I know a guy who gave a lady that didn't have a computer, a brand new computer, printer, and a whole setup a while back. He runs a computer company, right? A year later, her computer fails, and she starts bad-mouthing him around the community that he gave her a bum computer.
But he gave it to her.
Yeah, I'm just saying, you can't win with some people, no matter what, you know?
I don't care, though.
He gave her a free computer. A year later, something went wrong, and she started talking bad about her. Like, look, he gave me a bum computer. So you just can't beat something, you know?
I think the difference with me, though, is, and people tell me, Lonzo, don't worry about it. No, I'm calling your ass out. You call me out. I don't care.
Well, people can talk shit all day, but I ain't heard you say nothing but why don't they give Perry a chance? And they finally gave him a chance, and it's looking like I can't believe Rick didn't start him against LSU.
I tell people, man, you say something to me, man, I'm gonna give you the same energy you give me. Michelle Obama said, when they go low, you go high. Hell no, I'm going just as low.
Yeah,
I'm going just as low.
If Rick would have went to Perry and said, we're putting the whole franchise on your back, it's all on you, this is our leader, stand behind him, the kid would have went crazy on LSU, I bet.
And even if he didn't, even if we still lost the game, he grew.
Mm-hmm.
He grows. Let him grow.
That was just so horrible.
Let him grow. Right now, we still...
Listen, if LSU beats Alabama, I'll take it all back and say LSU is an awesome, great team anyway.
I don't even care if we win out. If we control our own destiny. If we win out, we in the playoffs. Period. Point blank. We can make up for that loss. Period.
Listen, Trevor Lawrence is scary.
Hey, but Dabo Swinney is a bad guy. Period.
Yeah, that's true. I hope you beat him. I swear to God,
I hope we beat him too. But he understands how to coach.
He is a bad guy.
I love that guy, man. For real. Appreciate the call, man. You always call. I got somebody else call. I want to take as many calls as I can. Man.
Win this week.
Man, I love you, my brother. Thanks, man.
You too, bro.
All right. We got a call coming from New Mexico. Who we got coming from New Mexico? This is a new one.
Man, that's Chubby, man. I've been following you since, man, about 500 followers.
Man, thanks, man. You see why we growing a little bit. You see,
I'm a Hurricane fan, man. My whole family from Florida and New York. I've been watching these games, and I'm just embarrassed about how my team didn't put out their best effort, their best people when they need to. When you got the best people, best players on the field, that's your best chance to win a game. It's not about who you want to play. That's like me playing football or me being a coach of a football team and having my son be the quarterback when this little boy over here throwing the ball 20 yards further than my son on the dime. You know?
But like I say what people want to say but afraid to say, and I don't give a shit. I'm just being honest with you. Come at me all you want to, man. I'm gonna come back at you. I don't care.
But like I say, though, it ain't about no offensive line. Defense been putting in the work. You was talking about stats. Talk about how we have the most players in the NFL. Miami Hurricanes. We've been getting busted. We've been getting busted. Hardcore fan. We've been getting busted for plenty of years. Now we're coming back and putting in work. We still got number one amount of players in the NFL. Number one amount of players in the Pro Bowl.
I kept hearing people say that. Now I don't know about this stat, so somebody look this stat up for me? But in the Al Golden era, I heard we averaged top 19 recruiting class. People, it's 119 schools in the.
Top 19.
It's great. But that's great because especially during probation.
It's 25 top teams, right?
Yeah.
I'm saying we started off super high air rankings, right? In the top 10. Only reason why we ain't in the top 10 is because the play caller didn't want to put his shot caller in the game. That's it. Only reason. We're supposed to be undefeated right now.
Hey, bro, listen to me, man. You preaching to the choir, man. But like I said it last year when I went to spring and I watched Perry play. I said it this year when I went. People kept telling me I'm wrong. Everybody told me I was wrong all last year until the game this year. Even at the end of last year when Rick quit on the team against Clemson. When he quit on the team against Clemson.
Thank you.
And people still was getting on me until the LSU game. Next thing you know, the LSU game, the chat is full of Alonzo, you right. But then right after the LSU game, Alonzo, you wrong again. Well, I guess I'm gonna continue to be wrong because they kept blaming the offensive line. I kept telling people it ain't the offensive line.
It wasn't the offensive line when we had Jacory Harrison. It wasn't the offensive line.
When Brad Kite was there, it was the offensive line when Rick took over. Because you know why? Because Mark Rick. Now this is fact. This is fact. It's not stats. This is fact. No one was blaming the offensive line until Mark Rick started blaming the offensive line. That's fact, not stat.
I'm saying it wasn't offensive. I know. I liked the game. Brad Kite, when Kite was a quarterback, they was too conservative. I remember watching the game. I forget exactly what game it was, but it was like 4-7, and then halftime come. Mark Rick do the same thing all the time.
No, actually, that was when we was beating them 24-7. That was when Al Golden was coach. That was the game that I think Brad Kite threw for like either 400 or 500 yards against Florida State that year, and we end up losing the game. We end up losing that game. Yeah, that was that game, and then the next year is when we played Florida State. We got destroyed in Manhattan.
Exactly. I'm saying like consistency.
He got sacked. Hold time, my bad. He got sacked so many times. He got sacked so many times because of the play calling they were playing. They put him in a read option.
You talking about the Heisman Hopeful year?
Yeah, I'm talking about Heisman. I'm talking about the Heisman Hopeful year. They put him in a read option. You can't put Peyton Manning in a read option, man.
Come on, that's what I'm.
That don't make no sense.
This young man, I'm talking about this young man. I love my team. I'm a diehard fan. I wear my shirt every day. If I could, I'll post pictures to your channel, all kinds of rock mine. I'll buy new ones. I get my mama sending me new ones. You know what I'm saying? My mama send me stuff. My mama asked me, I want, let me get a Miami Hurricane hoodie for Christmas, blah, 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 blah. That's what I do. You know what I'm saying? I ain't made it to no games yet. I'm in a different situation.
Bro, you live where I seen, what did I see on here?
I'm in New Mexico.
Don't worry about going, bro. You in New Mexico, you not doing YouTube videos. You do what you can to support, man. I do YouTube videos, so I'm obligated to at least buy season tickets, and if I don't go to the games, to make sure that there are fans in the seats that I pay for, so there are at least 2 people in, so those seats are filled every game. I'm obligated to that.
I was trying to get one of them tickets. I'm I like the little free giveaways, and I'm gonna have to throw some donations towards the channel.
Yeah, throw some Listen, man.
This channel brings so much love and so much respect to the Miami Hurricane Football Association and family. I just love the channel. Just want to throw that out there.
Man, I go to the games. When I go to games, man, I get a lot of love at the games, man. And I tell people, man, I'm not Jimmy Swaggart. I'm not sitting here asking for donations because I don't need them. I'm asking for them because I need them. Serious. This is why I'm asking for them. I'm asking for them because I need them to continue to grow. I am on the same Samsung tablet that I was on when I started 5 years ago.
Oh yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I don't have sponsors and people giving me $500 a show and all that. So I mean, like I say, $1 or $2. If I can get people to give $1 or $2, or somebody give $4 a month or something like that, man, it would be beautiful because people don't understand how far that money would help me build this channel. I'm serious. It's not even for travel situations. It's just to get the right equipment and to get the right people in here to I can do better things and I can do more giveaways. And even if I don't give donations, I'm still gonna do giveaways. Because that's from the heart. That's from the heart.
I understand the whole donation situation, but I'm here to talk about football, man.
Hey,
that's me. Football all day. I love football. I love watching football. My Miami Hurricanes playing football. I love defense. I'm working on this offense. This offense it's there. It's getting there. You got a young man with so much talent. I mean, I was watching the game and I told myself, I said, this quarterback is bringing players to the league. That's what he's gonna do. His receiver core, his tight end core, he's gonna make them boys look like superstars. And that's what happened when you get a great quarterback.
That offense looked so much better with him in control of the offense last night.
Come on, man. I tell it plenty of times. The team, okay, my NFL team is giant. I watched the Cowboys destroy us with 10 seconds in the pocket. Romo got 10 seconds in the pocket every time he played. This player right here, he get 3 to 5 seconds in the pocket, make the right read, right pass, on point.
You're only allowed 2.7. That's all you're supposed to get.
Exactly. And now they want to talk about the offensive line. This man get 3 to 5 seconds. So you're telling me
he don't even get that. He don't get that. Just look at the game. He don't get that. He gets rid of the football. He takes a 2-step drop and the ball is out.
Yeah, I know.
He has a 2-step drop and the ball is out.
Man, the right read.
He looked at that first person they did. He never made.
This elite character not doing what he need to be doing. If you got to play, tell me this, right? So if you at work and you doing your job and it's another person's job and you quit doing a job, you say, I don't want to do that today, boss. I ain't gonna do it. You're fired. This man doing the job, we're gonna put this man in the game, and that's what happened. That's what should have been from the jump street. But
bro, I'm telling you, man, I go to the practices. I've been to the spring games. I've been screaming this for 2 years. And I live in South Carolina, and I've been screaming this for 2 years, and people been getting on me. And now people see what I was talking about. People saying trust in Rick. People were saying trust in Rick, trust in Rick, trust in Rick, trust in Rick, trust in Rick. That's what people were saying.
Georgia trusted in Rick for so many years. Georgia,
I
work with a dude who don't even know who Mike Rich is, and he's a Georgia fan.
I just want people to tell me when I was wrong. Somebody tell me when I was wrong. Put in the chat when I was wrong. Put in the chat when I was wrong about the offensive line, or I was wrong about the quarterback situation, or I was wrong about defense. Just put in the back. And I'm not a stat guy. I'm not the stat guy. But put in the chat, tell me when I was wrong about what I saw.
Man, I could have told you. I told you. I knew it. The first pass Malik Rozier threw against LSU when they was like, oh man, that was an amazing catch.
When I was wrong, Daniel, when I was wrong about Perry being a starting quarterback, when I was wrong about it wasn't the offensive line, it was the quarterback and the play calling. That's what I'm trying to tell you. I kept saying it was a scheme. I kept saying that, Daniel. I kept saying he put him in a bad situation.
Exactly.
My bike.
It's who bike is it? She said.
Awesome,
No, she sound adorable. What's her name?
Oh, my daughter named Jada. My
Hey.
son named Isaiah. They ride the tricycle.
Hey, Jaden. I heard her say that's her bike. I heard her say that's her bike. She about to beat Jaden last. Now you better get. Hey, I can't beat my sisters. I can't beat my sisters up to this day. Jaden ain't winning that one. Jaden ain't winning that one, cuz I'm telling you. Ain't gonna work. All right, man. I appreciate it, man.
I appreciate it. Still on.
All right. That's why I say, man, I'm not a stat guy, man. I'm a pay attention to what goes on guy. I'm a pay attention to what goes on guy, man. And I'm a Miami football fan. But no one runs power schemes anymore, Dane. Not even Alabama. There's no, you know what teams run power teams? Iowa, Wisconsin, Idaho. Those are teams that run power teams. Stanford even runs a spread now. No, Stanford runs a spread now. They used to run a power scheme. They run a spread now. You watched another night against Oregon? They flank their tight ends. They flank them out now. You can't win a football game running power because there's too much offense on the field. It's times for that. There are times when you need to be able to run the football, but it's different ways of running the football. If I know for a fact you're going to run, these athletes are too big and strong now. These athletes are too big and strong now for you to say, I'm just going to run it down your throat. You're too big and strong for that, man. Defensive players are too big and strong for that, man. My phone ain't tripping. How my phone tripping? 803-201-0135. Dial it right now, Derek. 803-201-0135. 803. That means your phone might be tripping, man. I know I got T-Mobile. You probably got Verizon, but maybe you're in a bad spot right now. Your phone tripping. You might have an iPhone. You might be one of the iPhone guys. You know y'all barely get signals. But y'all still buy it because of Apple on the back. It don't matter if we got an OC. They had an OC in Georgia and still fight. You know what bugged me out about people who defend Rick? This is what bugged me out about people who defend Rick. Do people know that Rick was offered the job to come to Miami twice and he turned it down? The only reason he took the job at Miami is because he got fired at Georgia and the teams that offered him was Virginia and Miami. He's a Miami guy. He didn't even want to come to Miami. He turned the job down twice. And that came out the mouth of Blake James. So, come on, man. It is what it is. I didn't want Butch, though. I ain't lying to you. I'd have took Lane Kiffin. I'd have took Mario Cristobal. I didn't want Butch, man. And I didn't want Butch not because of his talent. I didn't want Butch because Butch left me for another girl. And once you leave me for somebody, I don't want you back. Yeah, it might just be once, Daniel, but I heard it was twice. You could be right. I'm not a stat guy, so I'm not gonna argue with you on that. But I heard it was twice, but it might be once. But he still turned us down. And he turned us down when Blake James was the AD, and Blake James ain't like Blake James been there 10 years. I don't think Blake James been there 10 years. Gator, you need to worry about who y'all sign as Coach George, because y'all are trash. iPhone is the best. Yeah, they got the best specs, but the worst specs. iPhone the best, but Samsung make their screens for them. Samsung also makes their chips for them. Go look it up. Y'all phones always delaying. I'm a Samsung guy. You can say what you want to say. This tablet, 5 years old and run better than any iPad. We ain't gonna get into that. Yeah, my phone strip going strong. I don't hear nobody complain about my phone. Yep, it's the Fed phone. iPhone is the Fed phone. Everybody buy. You got dudes walking around with iPhones. Oh no, I got somebody calling in from Tennessee. You got dudes walking around with iPhone because they got an Apple on the back. Y'all got dudes walking around with iPhones because they want to show their Apple. They got an iPhone and driving a Pinto. Samsung make the screen. Samsung make.
Man, why you starting on these folks, man?
Man, Samsung make the screens. I'm saying they can't even get. They can't. Their technology is so far behind that they can't make the Blu-ray screens for them. So Samsung has to make the screens for their phones. Serious.
That's right.
And the chips for them. Ain't nobody in the world can tell me the Note 9 or the Note 9 ain't way better than the iPhone 10. Like miles better. Period. Apple started making the Apple Plus because the Note came out. Apple years behind, man. Apple is behind. People, y'all gotta keep spending $1,100 on a ragged ass phone. Go ahead. Keep spending. That's why your phone always. Didn't they just slow y'all phones down last year? Didn't they just slow y'all phone? Y'all complaining because they slowed your phone. You can't even put a memory card in your phone. If my phone runs out of memory right now, I can go right to CVS and buy me a 300 gig memory card. You know what Apple got to do? Delete shit or put it up in iCloud. Y'all better, man, miss me with that, man. Whatever, man. Miss me with that. Keep your iPhone. Y'all pay all that money for that. And Samsung the reason why y'all got to pay $1,200 because Samsung making them screens for them. Y'all know, man. I be in the tech videos too. I'm just not good at tech stuff. But I bet you this here. You send me an Apple phone. You send me an iPhone. I'ma sell it.
Man, off the top.
I'm gonna sell it. Let's get back into my. Hey man, we be going all over the place sometimes with these live videos. Man, I'm sorry. Somebody said something that somebody mentioned that, so I had to go in on. So what we got, man? What you call, man? What we got, man?
Man, this your boy.
I know.
Nashville, man. C Love, man.
What's going on, C?
Not nothing. I just want everybody to catch what you said earlier, that Mark Richt really didn't want to come to Miami, and I'm the one who put it in the thread, that if he played football in Miami, then why he don't have that killer instinct like a Miami swag football player? You know what I'm saying?
You know why he don't have that real energy?
That's why I call it. I want you to explain and say it out loud so everybody can hear.
Because he didn't play football at Miami. He was just there.
Because he would bag up the what?
He would back up every quarterback that was there. Jim Kelly and the rest of them.
And that's why he was starting who?
That's why he was starting bum.
There you go, right
Hey,
there.
Trap, I see you calling.
You heard it right here, folks. That's why.
Hey, I'm about to mess with the iPhone people again. I'm sorry, y'all done got me on iPhone. Y'all see me? Y'all see my watch, right? It actually look like a real watch too, right? Do y'all know my watch has a phone number to it, a separate phone number? And it's been like that since Samsung been making watches for like 7 years. And now iPhone finally got a phone number to their watch and they just got it this year. Man, y'all better miss me with that, man. Come on, man.
Plus, they got to pay for everything. They
got to pay for everything.
You want on that iPhone. Everything.
Yeah.
Apps and all. But yeah, man, that's why I was calling in. I wanted you to explain to everybody, let's explain the fact about Rick and behind the scenes, him coming to the U. And he played at the U. Well, excuse me, he wanted to play at the U, but he had to sit behind Kenneth. But I just wanted you to explain to everybody so they know these facts now before they start praising Rick.
Man, I
appreciate you taking that call, man.
Thanks, man.
I've been waiting on you to explain that to everybody.
Hey, they don't be knowing, man. Hey, Wayne. Hey, Wayne's still on his iPhone. Hey, listen, Wayne, y'all, first off, I got YouTube Red. I got free music. I listen to music all day free. I don't pay for no music. I don't pay for nothing. And my battery life is actually way better than Apple battery life. But do you know you only can watch videos in 720p on you can't even get videos in 1080 on the iPhone 10. You can't even get videos in 1080. What world are you living in when you can't watch videos in 1080p? You can watch videos in 1080p on the cheapest cell phone in the world, except for iPhone. Man, miss me with that garbage, man. Call somebody back. Boy, you better go somewhere with that, man. Let me call Jonathan back, man. Let me call Jonathan back, man. I miss Jonathan call, man. My bad, John.
What up, brother?
What's good with you, John? What's going on, man?
Not much, man. Not much. You know, every day of Miami victory is another day well spent.
You don't have an iPhone 10 and got 1080p. No, you don't.
Nah,
You don't have
I got a Note 8.
No, I'm just saying. This guy said I got 1080p. Not on the iPhone 10. You don't. iPhone 10 don't come in 10. They come in 7. They come in 720. That's it. All right, I'm ready. Go ahead, man.
Yeah, man. Like we was talking about what was it, the other day? I said, that's what I told you. It's funny how I don't hear nobody say nothing about the offensive line no more.
Oh, bro, listen to me, man. I got killed for 2 years, man. I got killed for 2 years. But you know what I did? I stuck with my guns and I kept telling the truth. And like you say, you don't hear nobody talking about the offensive. They ain't talking about the offensive line last game, as soon as Perry got in, and they ain't talking about the offensive line this game. But I can tell you this here. I can tell you what happened. There's going to be a bad game someday this year that the offensive line have a bad game. And everybody going to be, I told you, Lonzo, I told you. Because they're not going to allow them to have a bad game because they're not going to allow me to be right.
Mm-hmm. Even when offensive line broke down, the coaches just know how to dance in that pocket better than Malik does.
I keep interrupting you because people keep aggravating me. You do not have 1080p on the iPhone 10. Maybe on the iPhone 8. The specs went back. They went back on the specs, bro. They did that this year. Go look at the iPhone 10 Plus, that new one they just came out with. They don't have 1080p. Go look at it. I ain't going to argue that no more. I'm sorry, this ain't a tech channel. I ain't going to argue that no more. Go look at it. My bad. Go ahead, man.
You good, man. But nah, he just knows how to dance in that pocket, especially that, what was it, like 3rd and 25? You really got a chance to see how nimble he is at running.
Listen, man. Listen, he gives us a better chance to win. He makes the offensive line look like the offensive line is supposed to look. If you stack 8, 9, 10, me and 786, man, we sat in the truck, we talked. I'm telling you, and it's like our heads was, bro. You can't run against a 8-9 man box, man. Nobody trusted Malik, man. Them teams said load the box up and let him beat us running. Do you notice the first thing Rick did when Perry got in the game? Both times his first play was a throwing ball, a pass. Both times. This game here was a dart down a seam of the field. The last game was a wide receiver screen that was just a laser. So they had to back up. The defenders had to back up. I'm not a stat guy, but I can watch the field. The defense had to back up. So when they had to back up, it opened up running lanes.
Now, one stat they did bring up yesterday while they was doing the comparison between Malik and Perry, Malik is a 44% pass completion guy against Power 5 opponents. He has 5 TDs to 7 interceptions. That ain't gonna beat no damn body.
Because that's not he's not that type of guy, man. Bro, Malik would be starting on South Carolina State or Florida A&M or Bethune.
A team that's more centered around the running.
Yeah, he'd be playing on FBS school, one of those small schools. That's where he'll be starting at. But there's no reason for him to continue to start at Miami, and Rick wrote it. And I think, to be honest with you, I think he was using it as an excuse to where if he don't win, that everybody know Malik is not good enough. That's what I believe he was doing. But it was unfair. But if you look at last night, man, even though the offense didn't play great, people don't realize North Carolina defense is pretty damn good, man. They have an excellent defense. They have an excellent defense, man.
The offense pretty much spent the third quarter not even playing.
Yeah, our offense didn't play at all, man. The defense was on the field because they got them turnovers. You heard?
And get right back on the field.
You heard what Perry said?
That's what makes it even more impressive that our defense still threw up a goose egg in the second half, given all them turnovers they started causing and had to stay on the field for so long.
And that's what depth come in at. That's what some depth came in. They don't have a lot of depth, but that's what some depth came in at. But with Manny, though, I've never seen Manny use an excuse. I've never seen Manny blame a player. I've never seen him do that. I've seen Rick do that. I've never seen Manny do that. Manny will say we don't have the depth sometimes, you know, but these guys going to get out here and play. I've never seen Manny blame a player. But I seen Rick do it multiple times, man. And that's my problem.
Shaq Quarterman's back up?
Yeah. Put it. I got one better for you. Right? When Nikoski threw the touchdown pass, you see how Rick act? When Jackson got that interception for a touchdown, did you see the sideline? Did you see Coach Manny out there, man? He out there like having a ball. He energizes his defense, man. His defense believes in him, man. He's a leader. That's why I love Coach Manny, man. And I didn't want him. Did not want him at all.
Like we talked about before, I don't have no issues. When Rick's gone, I have no issues with them handing that over to Manny.
They won't. They won't because they'll go after offensive guy because it's offensive football now.
Yeah.
George, shut up, man. Y'all can't score 41 points, man. Y'all barely score 41. Y'all won't score 41 points. Y'all won't score 41 points against Miramar. Y'all won't score 41 points against Miramar.
This was so funny. This is what's so funny about Florida fans and how they don't even know their own history. They're talking about, oh, we'll play Miami every year.
No, they won't.
Athletic director.
They ran. They scared.
This is what y'all said back in 2008. Y'all said, y'all athletic director came out and said it will not be fair if y'all had to play Florida State in Miami every year.
That's because they punks. That's because because the University of Florida and Notre Dame are the top Mitches in college football. They're the Mitches of Mitches. They kicked their kids off stage this year because they were celebrating because they spent $200,000 to graduate. So they kicked them off stage because they were trying to say thank you. So to the Florida Gator Mitches and the Notre Dame Mitches, here's to you. Here's a shot of absolute to you guys.
But I tell you what, it's all right. They ain't gonna be able to hide next year.
The Florida Mitches. They're not the Florida Gators. They're the Florida Mitches. Matter of fact, the Gators they ain't even good in the swamps no more. The damn pythons killing them. So you ain't even good in the swamps no more. You don't even run the swamps no more, Gators. The pythons killing y'all off.
I'm telling you.
Give me.
Florida, y'all let a coach, y'all let Kirby Smart come in there 1 year and replace y'all. Every time they say Florida gonna do something, lose.
The Gator Mitches, man. The Mitches of Gainesville. That's what it is. You know, you got the Real Housewives of Hollywood. You got the tattoo show, and then you have the real Mitches of Gainesville. RMG.
I'm sorry.
RMG.
I'll take South Florida or UCF. You can go ahead and push the Gators on that.
No, that's their real Mitches of Gainesville. That's their new name. The real Mitches of Gainesville. They're so afraid of us. They're so afraid of us that they would rather they have to play us in Orlando, which is a 3.5-hour drive from Miami and a 30-minute drive from Gainesville. The real Mitches of Gainesville coming to a movie theater near you. They're so much Mitches. They're so big on Mitches that they don't even recognize Chris Leak as the national champion quarterback. They give it to Tebow when Tebow did not start or really even play that season. You always hear them say Tebow got 2 national championships. When Chris Leak was actually the MVP of the national championship game. But they give Chris Leak that's how disrespectful the real Mitches of Gainesville are to even their own players.
Chris Lee was a better quarterback.
You can't tell them that.
Was the more fan favorite.
Listen here, man. I'm gonna say this, and I hope I don't lose subscribers for this. But people, please, I'm just gonna be straight honest. Chris Lee was a young black guy, and Tebow was the perfect looking Christian white guy. Period. So they gave Tim Tebow all the credit. And I'm not trying to be offensive. I'm just being real. Because how can you, what other reason would you say that Tebow's a 2-time winner and you don't give Chris Leak the credit for being the best quarterback on that team that year? That they won that first national championship. They give it to Tebow, but Chris Leak was the MVP of the national championship game.
But and they had Cam Newton and let him just dip out.
Well, actually, Cam Newton. No, that was Cam. That was Cam Newton. That was Cam Newton and his dumbass daddy. His dad. No, his daddy. No, his daddy was asking for money. His daddy was asking for money. His daddy a crook. Cam Newton daddy a crook, man.
Everybody know Florida known for that. Yeah.
But Cam daddy a crook, man. And then Cam got in trouble. Cam got in trouble for stealing them damn laptops and trying to sell them. He stole school laptops. I'd have kicked him out of school. You can't steal school laptops and then try to sell them back to the school. That's stupid.
I think we're gonna come out gunning like we did this week. But these trap games, like people,
No, this ain't a trap game here. This ain't a trap game here. Miami never look at this game as a trap game. Miami would. Hey Justin, I appreciate. Hey Justin, I appreciate that donation, man. Justin gave me a $5 donation. I got 5 tonight. I got 5 on it. Thank you, Justin. Thank you, Justin. I appreciate that, man. Anybody else want to donate $1, man? I appreciate it, for real. But what you were saying there?
I said, North Carolina was our trap game.
Oh, yeah. I thought you meant.
North Carolina always gives us, regardless of what season they have, they always give us a tough game. It's never just a dominating game. It's always been a wow. It's always usually we're made pull away late or just barely get by.
I'm just hoping we don't get that Notre Dame syndrome to where we feel like we're unbeatable. I'm hoping, because last year the defense stayed on the field too much, man. And the last game they won the field too much because of the defense. It wasn't because the defense was 3 and out. It's because we had 6 turnovers and 3 for touchdowns. So they went right back on the field 3 times. So that was the defensive fault. They was on the field too much last night, but I take that. It was gas. As a matter of fact, you see Rick, I give Rick props. He called a timeout. He called a timeout. So the defense, to give him a break, he called it. I give Rick props.
Hopefully Richards gets out the doghouse to be able to play against Florida State.
Man, that's another thing I don't like about Rick, man. He won't put his son in the doghouse. He just talk about his grandkids. Anytime they ask him a question about his son, what about John? Well, my grandkids and my and my daughter-in-law, they're so lovely. We're not asking you about your grandkids. We're asking you about John. Well, John, he's doing his job, but my grandkids, I get to see my grandkids, every day. I love seeing we go on the beach and we hang out. But what about, is John? Yeah, John says he's going to be okay, but my grandkids and my grandkids. Shut now about get one by. Miss me with that, man. Miss me with that grandkids, man.
I think we opened it up. The defense hungry. Man, it's one. I just got that feeling like Miami defense is gonna just go off.
You know what though? Our defense been going off for the past 2 years. I need Miami offense to go off.
I think
Oh Lord, Dorian on the chat now. Dorian on the chat now. Dorian on the chat. Dorian.
It's gonna be good to see what happens. It's gonna be good to see what happens. I think Terry gonna have a nice little coming out party.
I think so too, man.
He gonna put a stamp on the season.
I think so true, man. Hey man, I appreciate the call, man. Phone line still open.
Right,
Phone line still open. I'm putting it. I got to remember what was the contest again? I don't remember. Anybody remember the contest? Cause let me see if I can find that, man. Because we need that contest. Can somebody go back and look and put that contest back in there for me? The Moneyball contest. Because I'm gonna be preaching that all week anyway. So yeah, that'd be nice. What's going on? Who we got on the line?
What's going on, Lonzo? It's Alex in Memphis.
What's going on, Alex? What's going on, big bro? You in town? You working right now? You driving? You at the house?
I'm at the house today, bro.
Okay, what's going on with your big brother? What's good?
All right, there's a few things I need to address tonight.
Uh-oh.
Number one, I've been on that O-line since Stephen Morris was quarterback.
Mm-hmm.
And Stephen Morris and Brad Kyle both, when Al Golden was there, spent a whole lot of time on their back.
Not really. Not Brad Kyle, man. Brad Kyle was up for the Heisman. He was a Heisman hopeful. He threw for almost.
He was a Heisman hopeful preseason his senior year.
No, Brad. No, he was a Heisman hopeful his freshman year. He was almost rookie of the year in the ACC his freshman year. That was his freshman year. That's when he threw for almost, was it 500 yards against Florida State in Tallahassee? That's when it was. So it wasn't. They threw a lot of quick passes. He didn't spend a lot of time on his back his freshman year. He didn't. When he started getting.
His sophomore and junior year.
Yeah,
he
but
got sacked
you know why?
50 times.
Do you know why? You know why? Because we changed head coaches his sophomore year. That's when Rick. That's when Rick. No, Rick came in his sophomore year.
Rick came in his junior year.
No, Rick came in his sophomore year. Because he left out.
His sophomore year was when we lost Clemson 58-0 and they fired out.
Okay, you right. My bad. But when he started getting killed because that year against that was the year he threw for 500 yards against Florida State was the year we lost to Clemson.
And perfect example, Clemson, he went out with a concussion that game. That's why Rozier had to start in that Duke game.
Yeah, you're right.
Lateral touchdown.
You're right. He definitely did. But what I'm saying is, they ran. First off, he was, Brad couldn't take a lick anyway. He was real small. But he couldn't. He wasn't mobile. But he put up is a reason why he broke almost every record at Miami under James Coley.
Oh, I'm not doubting what he did. He did great.
That offensive line wasn't terrible until Rick got there. You think about it, like I say, you can look at all the stats. You look at how many yards. You look at how many records Duke Johnson broke at Miami.
No,
behind that same offensive line.
He also broke his ankle behind a bad O-line against Florida State.
People know that wasn't a bad O-line. People get hurt. People get hurt in football.
I understand people get hurt.
But you can't. Florida State had one of the best D-lines in the country too. You're gonna have bad plays. You're not gonna be perfect every play, but you can't break every record. All those records he broke behind a bad offensive line. He wasn't Barry Sanders.
You're right, he wasn't. But like I said, look how much he got sacked. That's why I was on that O-line. Yeah.
He got sacked about as much as any quarterback in college football got sacked. To be honest with you, look how many yards he put up. We threw the ball a lot. Look how many yards he put up. Look how many yards he put up.
But when I look at a good O-line, how many times did Ken Dorsey get sacked?
But you're looking at a different day and age when they didn't throw the ball that much. Miami didn't throw the ball as much when Ken Dorsey was there compared to today. You see what I'm saying? You comparing two different eras. They did not. We ran the ball a lot, so you're not gonna get sacked as much when you run the ball. That's why Brad Kite was able to break all those records his freshman year.
Yeah, he broke Ken Dorsey's record.
That's my point. Because he was able to throw the ball more than Ken Dorsey. Because it's a passing league.
He really didn't.
He did.
Really didn't. Ken Dorsey threw that ball all over the place.
So you mean to tell me he threw the ball? He broke Ken Dorsey's record, right? Brad Kite broke Ken Dorsey's record, right? And Duke Johnson broke all the rushing records, right? Behind a bad offensive line, and then the other team was a national championship team. So you mean to tell me those two players were that great?
I think Duke was.
No. You mean to tell me Duke was that much better than McGahee and Frank Gore and those running backs that were there, and Brad Kite was that much better?
Running back.
Okay, I'm just saying you can't have your cake and eat it. You can't sit here and tell me that they broke all these records around the same stats, around the same passing attempts and everything, but a way worse offensive line. That it doesn't make sense to me.
But it doesn't make sense either that you had a good O-line that's given up 50 sacks a season.
I don't know if they was giving up 50 sacks.
Give up 50 sacks.
I don't know if they was giving up 50 sacks a season. You have to show me that. I told you I'm not a stat guy, so you got to show me 50 sacks a season. Under Al Golden. Under Al Golden, you got to show me 50 sacks a season. I need to see that. You see what I'm saying? I mean, there's no way.
I'm not a stat guy either.
That's what I'm saying. There's no way he could have broke all those records. Me too, but there's no way he could have broke all those records with the same attempts getting sacked that much. That's impossible. That's all I'm saying.
More time of possession back then.
But you're saying same stats, which means they threw the ball the same amount of times. It don't matter about time of possession, because time of possession will affect the run game. If you're throwing the ball around the same amount of time, you're gonna have around the same amount of time of possession. You see what I'm saying?
I get what you're saying.
Yeah,
but you're completely overlooking what I'm saying.
I'm not. You're telling me, you're saying, okay, they had the same amount, around the same amount of pass completions, right? You're saying all those things there, right? He broke all of those records.
More passes.
I'm
sure they did.
That's what I'm saying. So you're open to get sacked more when you throw more passes. At least Ken Dorsey was a little bit mobile. Brad wasn't mobile at all.
A little bit.
Brad wasn't mobile at all. Brad didn't even know how to slide, really.
Brad couldn't escape nothing.
Nothing. He couldn't escape nothing. And a lot of complaints about him his freshman year. And Ken Dorsey didn't start his freshman year.
No, Ken Dorsey started his sophomore year.
That's my point. Brad started his freshman year. Brad didn't even come to summer camp. You see what I'm saying?
No, Brad was there for summer camp.
I think he came in summer. He didn't come in the spring camp. He came in summer. He came late.
Okay.
He came late and still won the position.
No, he didn't win the position. Remember, they had that kid that was a transfer from Memphis tore his ACL.
Yeah, but I was at that spring game. He won that position. He tore his ACL after that. He won that position. Believe me.
Going into that Louisville game to start that season, Kai's freshman year,
no,
I was still the backup.
No, I'm saying, but he won that. He won that position because if you was at it,
I agree with you.
What's name through number interception that whole spring? I was like, oh my God. You talking about Kellen Williams, whatever his name was, that 6'5" guy, whatever. Yeah, he was trash.
Yeah, I know you're talking about.
He was trash. He wasn't
very good.
Oh my gosh, he was trash. But see, that's why I love this show, because you can come in and disagree with me, and we can disagree. Ryan Williams, my bad. We can disagree with each other, and neither one of us are really right. It's just our opinions on, you know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
On what's going on. So I can't say you wrong, you know. But my opinion is, we put all this blame on the offensive line, and right now, nobody can say nothing about the offensive line.
No, I didn't. I wasn't one to put it all on the offensive
line. I'm not saying you.
I'm blame around. I know. I'm saying I spread it around equally where I saw problems.
I still see.
That's like folks jumping on Manny Diaz. Like you said, I agree with you. That's BS. But, and this was going to be my second point, there's still problems on defense. I saw a lot of bad tackling in that North Carolina game.
But my thing is, there is no such thing as a perfect defense. They're number one in total defense right now in college football. What more?
All I'm asking for is, hey, okay, you're number one, but don't rest on your laurels.
They don't. Believe me, Manny don't allow them to. You see him in their face every day.
That's all I'm saying. The stuff I saw was wrong. Hey, this is what I see wrong.
But some of it might have been from being tired. You know, some of it might be being a little bit out of position. And some things that we look at too is something we'll look at is he's still playing a lot of young guys, man.
Well, I think the problem is some of these guys they got a little too much speed. Because you look at
you overrun a lot of plays. Yeah.
You look at one of those lateral passes out to North Carolina's running back. You had 3 guys go for an arm tackle and he rolled off all of them.
Yeah, because they
stopped him behind the line, but that should have been stopped at the first guy.
Not true. Not true now, because you know that. And when I played football, the first guy is basically containment. You want to get that tackle. But that first guy that gets there is basically for containment until he gets help to make sure that you can get him down. You want to get that tackle, but that first guy was able to stop his momentum. But they do need to get better. They do need to get better at tackling. But it's kind of hard.
You saw him roll off 3 tackles.
Oh yeah.
They just overran it.
Overran it, and not just that, trying to go for the kill hit, trying to go for the kill shot, instead of just wrapping up tackling. And that goes on a lot in college football.
It does.
It goes on a lot in college football. It goes on a lot of. Everybody wants that hit stick.
Well, I think part of it too is that targeting rule. They're changing the way they're tackling because they're afraid of getting called for it.
Yep. That too. I mean, like I say, I can find so many different things to pick at, right? But the reason I don't pick at Manny is because look at where when he took over that defense was one of the worst defenses in the country.
It was.
His first year, he made him a top 10 defense. His second year, he made him a top 10 defense. His third year, right now, they're ranked number 1 in total defense. 6 turnovers, 3 for touchdowns.
I don't jump on Manny. I nitpick stuff that I see they need to fix.
We're all gonna do that. We're all gonna do that as a fan, except me, because I'm a Manny fanboy. I admit it. You got these Rick fanboys out here that won't admit it. I'll at least admit it to you. I'm a Manny fanboy. So I'm in.
That's gonna bring me to point number 3. That's gonna bring me to point number 3.
Oh, you about to kill me now.
Hang on now.
Oh man.
I'm not a Rick fanboy. I'm not gonna jump on the wagon like your boy. But this is the best coach this university has had since Butch Davis was there.
He got to show that to me.
Period.
He got to show that to me, though. He hadn't showed it to me.
Look at what Larry Coker did. Larry Coker was handed a perfect team, and they steadily got worse until they fired him.
Okay, but what I'm saying is he has to show it to me, and I don't just mean by, recruiting and stuff like that. What I mean by he had to show it to me, he had to show me more leadership, because to me it seems like he hires a bunch of boys who, put it this way, if he was that great of a coach, then what I heard today would definitely be false. That other coaches went to Blake James to tell him to make him start Perry.
And it wouldn't surprise me if that
happened. So why? We've never hired a superstar head coach. This is the first time we've ever done it. First time we've ever done it.
Well, no. Howard was a superstar head coach.
Yeah, I mean he had just left not the CFL. What was the other NFL league? What was the other football league?
He was in the NFL.
I thought he was in the AFL. AFC. Was in the AFL. Yeah. He was in the AFL and he got fired.
Under Don Shula, as a matter of fact.
And he got fired. Miami hired him, so he wasn't really a superstar coach. But he knew to get Miami
but
kids.
Everybody praised him because of the people that he had been a coach under. Don
But you
Shula,
know what he did though? You know what he did though? He didn't hire a bunch of yes men. He didn't hire a bunch of yes men. He hired a bunch of
I'm
men.
not saying he hired a bunch of yes men. Mike Rump ain't a yes man.
I ain't saying Mike. I'm not saying Mike Rumpel.
Like you said, has one of the
I'm not saying Mike Rumpel, yes man. But you look at all these coaches, man. They're afraid, bro. There is
I
no.
don't think Ron Dugan is either.
There is no reason on God's green earth that Rozier should have started all last year in the LSU game.
I completely agree with you. I do.
So if you're a great head coach, you ought to understand that. And for some, and a great head coach would not hire an incompetent an incompetent quarterback coach. He has to show me that. It's not like we've had a bunch.
You can't even really say John Rick is incompetent.
I am.
Completely unproven.
I am going to say he's incompetent because he's never done it before. And I look at the Canes All Access channel. I watch the Kane All Access channel, and I watch him out there with the quarterbacks, and he looks like he's totally clueless.
Yeah, but like I said, I'm not going to say he's incompetent until a quarterback like Perry doesn't progress.
Well, I mean, what that
If
time out?
does good
What-
and progresses, I will say he's okay.
What were they saying though? What were they saying he wasn't? Why would they kept holding him back? And the only reason he's starting, from my understanding, not true facts or not, from my understanding, is the other coaches went and complained. My thing is, why if he would? They kept saying he wasn't. They kept saying the quarterbacks weren't pushing Rozier. They weren't good enough for Rozier. So if they weren't good enough to Rozier, and he wasn't improving, then who do we fall? Who do we put that on? John Rick, right?
No, I get what you're saying. I do.
So that's
I think Perry should have been in.
What do you have hired a guy who's never coached football before to be a quarterback coach? Quarterback coach now. Not intern, came in on the staff as a quarterback coach with a job who's never coached football before.
And that's one thing I will put on Mark Rick, because his excuse for not hiring Ed Reed said he'd get out of his contract with Buffalo. He wanted to come down there and coach. His excuse was he didn't have enough experience as coach.
Oh, but you hire your son because you want to see your grandkids.
And that's where I will agree with you.
That's my point, though. That's my point.
But I'm not gonna say
He was in the NFL not as a coach, Tyreek. Not as a coach. He was as an assistant to some type of thing. He was in the NFL, but he wasn't a coach. He got that job because of his daddy too, but he wasn't a coach in the NFL. He didn't coach in the NFL.
That's the point I'm trying to make. Hang on. This point I'm trying to make.
I'm arguing with somebody on the chat. That's not what you.
Is Mark Rick a better coach than Al Golden?
Yes, he is.
Is he a better coach than Randy Shannon?
Yes, he is.
That's my whole point, right?
I'm not disagreeing with you, but I feel like we could have hired a better coach than Mark Rick.
I'm not saying we couldn't have either.
That's my point. I mean, I didn't say he wasn't better than Al Golden. I didn't say he wasn't better than Randy Shannon. I just felt like we could have hired somebody better.
I know for a fact they offered it to Mario Cristobal.
I wanted Cristobal. I wanted Cristobal. I wanted Mike Leach. I wanted, to be honest with you.
Mike Leach brings too much drama.
He didn't bring too much drama. That had nothing to do with Mike Leach. That had something to do with that punk ass little boy and his punk ass daddy who used to work for ESPN. And the only people.
But Mike Leach just runs his mouth too much.
I love it about him. He has a South Florida mentality. No disrespect. This is not Tennessee. This is what we do. I love that about him. Jimmy Johnson.
I ain't from Tennessee.
I'm just saying. Okay, so you ought to know. My family from St. Pete. So you ought to know how we do down there. This is what it is, man. Jimmy Johnson ran his mouth all the time. That's what he did. Dennis Erickson talked a lot of trash. That's what he did. I don't mind.
The same mentality that you're not liking about Mark Rick is the same thing people said about Butch Davis when he was hired.
Yeah, but the thing about Butch Davis is he quit on me. I'm not mad at him. He just quit on me. But what I'm saying about Mark,
I understand that.
What I'm mad about Mark Rick is, Mark Rick has 18 years, right? And he let Urban Meyer come in there and win 2 national championships. he let Urban Meyer come in. He let the old ball coach whoop his ass every year. Then he came in and let Urban Meyer whoop his ass every year. And when he finally had to break,
Steve Spurrier beat a lot of folks.
I know that's not what I'm saying. But what I'm saying is Steve Spurrier. But then you let a young guy come from Utah and whoop your ass every year. He hasn't won. That's my point. He's won just as much as Mike Leach has. Neither one of them got a national championship. How about that? And Mike Leach played coach with less talent.
Mike Leach never won the Big 12.
Time out. That's not what. Hear me. Time out. When has Texas Tech ever been good before Leach was there? When has the University of Washington Cougars ever been good before Leach was there?
When Dennis Erickson was there.
Yeah, I mean, come on.
Now, granted, it's a long time ago, but they were decent.
They were decent, but
Dennis Erickson got fired.
But they're good now. They're better than they were when Dennis Erickson were there.
I ain't gonna disagree with that.
And what he doing with the talent at the Washington Cougars, imagine what he'd be doing with the talent at Miami. We'll be scoring 100 points a game. It'll be a basketball score.
I bring in. To me, Mike Leach doesn't have the mentality to be a head coach.
I think he does.
Bring him in as an OC.
I think he does. If you look at his swagger and his style and his persona, Al Golden and Mark Richt are the same type of personalities. They're the same type of boring personalities. Serious. They don't have no emotion. Randy too. Randy too, the same type of boring personality. They're the same type of guys. The only difference is Rick got a better coaching record. I'm not going to deny that. I'm not going to deny Rick's a better coach than him. But I believe if you give Mike Leach the same talent if you give Mark Richt, I think Mike Leach would have been a better coach. You got to realize coaching sometimes has to do with who you grew up with, your coaching tree. Mark Richt got up under Bobby Bowden. That's why he got his shot. Because of Bobby Bowden. I believe if Mike Leach was under Bobby Bowden, he would have got the same shot. He didn't get that shot. But I definitely know he's a better play caller than Mark Richt. Definitely know that.
And I'm not even gonna. Me personally, I look at Mark Richt at Georgia. I look at Georgia. Period. How long has it been outside of this one and working on 2 years? Kirby Smart's been there. How long has it been since Georgia came close to a national title?
Since Mark Richt
talent at Georgia that you can get.
Yeah, actually you can. Georgia has top recruiting class, top 2. Matter of fact, they're number 2 in the nation right now. Atlanta is the second most fertile recruiting ground in the nation. Second in the nation. Behind the state of Florida. He kept up behind the state of Florida. I said, but yes they do. Texas don't win nothing. Texas got hype. Texas got hype. All right, you think how many schools in the state of Texas? How many national championships the state of Texas got? 1? What Texas got? 1, maybe 2? Texas is hype. That's what Texas is. Texas is hype. Texas is hype. Texas is hype. That's what they are. They're hype.
But they're not the only ones. California too, because
but USC got about 3 or 4 national championships. No, I'm just saying. When you mention Texas, you know what I'm saying? When you mention Texas, right? I'm saying the whole state of Texas got like 1 national championship. USC by itself has about 3 or 4. Maybe more than that. And then UCLA has 1 or 2. The whole state of Texas got like 1. Atlanta has...
I'm talking about high school recruits coming out every time a Miami high school or a Florida high school period for a high school national championship for playing either a team from Texas or a team from California.
Oh, that's not what because it has a lot to do. It has a lot to do with politicking too. But Atlanta is the second best recruiting ground in the country. I'm not saying the state of Georgia. I'm saying Atlanta. And right now, Georgia's number 2 in recruiting, I think. And they've been like that for a while. They was always top 5 when Mark Richt was there. It's a reason for that, man.
Up until a month ago, Miami had the number 1 recruiting class next year.
Not that I remember. Miami had failed all the way down, man. We lost a lot of recruits.
Yes, sir. All summer they were sitting at number 1.
players.
Yeah, we lost a lot of recruit, but I'm not. That's not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is Atlanta has a lot of recruit. They recruit. They are great. Atlanta football is great football.
Like
But
I said, when I'm looking at that recruits, I'm looking at high schools playing for that
but
national title.
if Texas,
and California.
but if Texas was so great, why do they never win national championship? They get all the best players out of the state of Texas. Why do they never win? If their players are so great, why do they never win?
Because people are coming into Texas pulling all those good players out.
No, that Texas get picked. They come into Miami and pull. Texas get hand picked. They get any player in the state of Texas they want.
Not anymore.
Yeah, they do.
It don't work that way.
Wait,
it was that way 20 years ago.
Okay, if it was that way 20 years ago, why they still only have one national championship? If they were that great.
University of Texas got more than one national.
How many championships they got? 2?
They've got 2 or 3.
I don't know how to Google that. But my thing is that still ain't enough. If you're that great in recruiting and you get all the best talent, why you don't have no national championships? That's my whole point.
That is a very good.
Because politics is.
You really can't answer that.
Because of politicking. Because of
a lot of them ended up going to Oklahoma because Oklahoma is your perennial power right there.
Because of politics.
A lot of those recruits ended up going was Oklahoma. Brian Bosworth was out of Texas.
And we ended his career.
Oh, I understand that, but he was a hell of a player in his own right. That's all I'm saying.
Okay. I'm trying to see national champions for Texas. They have 2 Heisman Trophy winners. Wow, that's it. It's not saying anything about their national champ. Can somebody pull up Texas national championship? Because I'm trying to find it. Since I'm on here, I'm trying to find it. And I don't see how many. They might have 2. They might have 2. I don't know. I'm trying to find it.
University of Texas has won it 63, 69, 70, and 05.
63, 69, 70, and 05. So they won.
I pulled it up right here.
All right, now can I say this? Can I say
Yes,
this?
sir.
And don't get offended by this. Please don't get offended by this. Name these years again.
63, 69, 70, and 05.
All right. What year they allow black athletes to play football? Play college football. I think it was like 70, 60, 69, or 60, somewhere around there. In the late 60s.
Somewhere around there, yeah.
All right, so they have 2 national championships since they allowed black players to play football. You understand what I'm saying? I remember that quote by Bear Bryant when they played against USC and USC ran up and down the field on them because USC was playing black players. He said, "I got to get me one of those." I mean, these are things. These are. I'm kind of a historian too, and some of those championships, even though they were won like when. Texas is supposed to be one of the greatest states of football in the modern era, and they got 1 national championships in the modern era.
With Vince Young, by the way.
Yep, they have one national championship in the modern era. So why is that state considered so great in college and high school football when they can't win? You don't see a whole bunch of Texas players on Alabama. You don't see a whole bunch of Texas players in the SEC. They in Texas A&M. You don't see
A&M,
Oklahoma. When last time Oklahoma won? When last time Bob Stoops won that one?
Yeah, Bob Stoops won that one.
You see what I'm saying?
They won 2 in the 80s. I think they won 1 in the 90s.
You see, that's what I mean by their state is overrated. You know why their state is rated so high? Because Texas put a lot of money into college football. So it's a wash my back, wash my hand, you wash the other. They put a lot of money into college football. If I had somebody putting $1 million on my YouTube channel, I would be the best YouTuber on earth, even though I don't have the best content. I don't have the best content on earth, but if I had somebody backing me like that, I would look like the best YouTuber on earth. You see what I'm saying?
You got people putting money into Miami football too.
Not like Texas, not even close. Not even
Not
close.
Like Alabama.
Not even. Miami has 17,000 students. 18,000 students. Texas has about 40. So you imagine just the alumni boost, just the alumni donations.
Well, you're gonna have a bigger alumni base, period, because Texas, Alabama.
I'm just saying, all public schools.
All these are public schools.
That's my point. That's my point. That's my point. So, Miami got 5 national championships in the modern era. Alabama has 4 or 5 under Nick Saban. But Texas, is what? Auburn has won. Clemson has won with a bunch of Florida players. The Gators have won. Texas won 1 in the modern era. High school football overrated in Texas.
I thought the Gators got 2.
I said Gators have won. I mean, like winning. They've won some. You see what I'm saying? Florida State has won.
Yeah.
But Texas, on the other hand, with all this talent in the state of Texas, they don't have the talent. They have the money to make it seem like they have the talent. Because I don't see a lot of Texas players dominating anywhere. Matter of fact, I put the state of Ohio as the number 2 state behind the state of Florida when it comes to football and track. I put the state of Ohio. I put Florida number 1, Ohio number 2. Dead serious. You know why I put Ohio number 2? Because they win with nothing but Ohio players. And they've had
for more than a decade.
And they've won 3 national championships. Even though they won 2, they stole 1 from us. But they at least played in 3. They at least played in 3. And you got athletes like LeBron James and even what's his name that went to Michigan, Heisman Trophy winner. What's his name? Was it Desmond Howard? Desmond Howard's from the state of Ohio. Ohio is unbelievable when it comes to track and football and basketball. That's the number 2 state when it comes to football for me. Not Texas, not California, but the state of Ohio. But they don't. Ohio.
I'm not sure about California.
I can. When last time USC won that championship? When last time Ohio State won?
USC won in 04. Texas won in 05.
And when Ohio State won what? Urban Meyer's 2nd year?
But look at the players that have come out of California, period, since then. Dominican Sue, players like that.
I understand what you're saying, but a lot of that has to do with politicking as well, though. A lot of that has to do with. I'm not saying he's not, but what I'm saying is a lot of that has to do. Jerry Rice, one of the greatest players of all time, got drafted where? What's the name? New England Patriots. Tom Brady, one of the greatest quarterbacks of all time, if not the greatest quarterback of all time, got drafted where?
Out of Michigan.
I'm just exactly. A lot of that has to do with politicking, man. Money moves everything. Speaking of money, I think it's Moneyball, the Moneyball thing. My tablet about to go dead. I got like 15% left. I'm gonna see if I can get me a few donations. I think I got 1 tonight. Y'all gotta help a brother out, man. Do I gotta cry? Do I have to cry to get donations, man? So I can get me some new equipment. It's just sad. I'm gonna have to beg. I'm gonna have to keep begging. You know, $1. We got 94 people on, and everybody gave me $1. I sound like one of them African kids that with the flies flying around his face, and you feed this kid for $1. Your dollar goes a long way. Goes a long way.
Don't forget to put up the picture of the little shivering puppy out in the snow.
Yeah, I'm gonna do that too. Hey, I just lost 2 people. I just lost 2 people. Oh man. That's crazy. That's crazy.
Like I said, my big point behind Mark was, like I said, he's the best one we've had in a lot of years. And if he will just hire an OC, which I agree with you about, he could be just as
He did that in Georgia and it still got him fired because he couldn't truly back away from it.
But he's doing something in Georgia he never did either, like he did in that press conference after North Carolina, admitted where he went wrong.
You know why? You know why he admitted where he went wrong at? Because the coaches got tired of his the coach got tired of his bullshit. And from my understanding, they went to the AD. And not just that.
Yeah.
I'm telling you this for fact.
I'm talking about the play calling.
I'm talking about them. Yeah, I'm talking about them holding him accountable for not playing Perry. And not just that. I know this for a fact that former players are starting to get frustrated with his arrogance.
That wouldn't surprise me. Wouldn't surprise me one bit.
You know, so.
Now, you cannot put at all that third quarter on conservative play calling.
Oh, I didn't do that. No.
Because that
defense.
was just execution problems.
No, it wasn't even, I ain't even going to put it on that. I'm going to put it on the defense was on the field because of their fault. It was their own fault they were on the field because they kept picking the ball off and making turnovers.
No, I'm talking about when Perry fumbled when he got hit.
Oh, yeah, I'm not even,
gotta learn.
none of that even bothered me, though. I'm like, the defense was on the field because they wanted to be on the field because they kept turning the ball over and returning shit for touchdowns.
They did.
So
I'm talking about those two drives at the beginning of the third quarter. And I'm not putting that pick on him. It was popped up. Somebody happened to be.
Yeah, it got popped up. It got popped up. I mean, I wasn't mad at too bad.
It hit him in the chest. So that receiver needs to make that catch.
Yeah, I wasn't too mad at Rick play calling in the second half. He got kind of conservative in the fourth quarter. But we would dominate. I wasn't too mad at that. I just want to see him improve. As long as I see him improve, I'm okay. As long as I see Rick improve, man, I'm okay. You hadn't heard me on here complaining about Rick play calling in this game, really. Because it was really not too much to complain about. So I'm not going to sit there and complain.
And even in the past, when it looked kind of conservative, there were still wide open people.
That's his fault, though. That's his fault. He should have been playing Perry.
And that is his. What I'm saying is, with that same play calling, Perry can still pick them apart. Rick can change nothing about his play calling, and Perry's automatically going to have that offense.
That's his fault. That's his fault. That's his fault. His play call looked bad. His play call looked bad.
That's where I'll hold him.
That's where the stubbornness came in at, and that's why the coaches complained about it. Hey, let me get somebody else to call in. Somebody say somebody trying to call in. I don't know. I hadn't heard anything. Yeah, I ain't heard nobody. I haven't heard no beeps, but if anybody trying to call in, go ahead and hurry up. But I haven't heard any beeps. Might be calling in from my iPhone.
Yeah, I appreciate you taking my call, brother.
Thanks, man.
Yes.
They might be calling in from my iPhone. So if you call in from my iPhone, if you're trying to FaceTime me, iPhone don't FaceTime with Samsung. So you got to call. You can't hit the FaceTime button. You got to call. Period. All right, now I'm serious, man. Hey, $1 donation from everybody on would be great. I'm going to keep begging for money so I get me some better equipment and give away more giveaways, man. If I don't get it, oh well. 91 people would be $91. That would be nice. That would help out. That would help out to go towards that $900 doggone Samsung Note I got. That Samsung Pro that I need to be more efficient. Or $90. Somebody hung up on me. So every time I ask for money, somebody get off the check. Oh my God. I don't have a money button. I have a Cash App. I'll tell you, I don't have the equipment for that. I don't have the equipment for a money button. So you just have to go to my Cash App. I'll put it back in again. I don't know how. I tried to do the money button thing again. And I don't know. If you have Cash App, that's cool. If you don't have Cash App, then I'll try to get the money button thing working. But I'm on my tablet. I don't know how to get the money button thing working. I don't want to monetize my vids. The reason why I don't want to monetize my vids is because I do certain things that they won't allow me to do. That's why I don't want to monetize. I play music. I do certain things that they will not allow me to do. And I don't want people to have to watch commercials. Serious. That's why I don't monetize. Because I do things that they're not going to allow me to do on YouTube when you monetize. So that's why I won't monetize. But I'll try to figure out a way to do that cash button thing. That cash button. I just don't have it, but I'll figure it out a way. I'll figure out a way. That way, that might help a little bit because I don't know. A lot of people might not have Cash App. Yeah, a lot of people might not have it. So, but I'll do the money button. I'll try to figure out how to do it, but I'm not monetizing. I'm not doing that. I just don't. I don't want to do the monetizing. Now the phone line's open. Said people trying to call in, but if you have iPhone, you cannot FaceTime me. You only can FaceTime with iPhone. Okay, you cannot FaceTime me. And if you have an iPhone 10, you might not have enough gigs. I got PayPal. I do have PayPal. It's Alonzo1219. My PayPal is it's Alonzo Oliver at Alonzo1219. Let me put that in there. However they do it. However PayPal do it. The PayPal will be PayPal me at Alonzo1219. Let me see how I do that. I'm gonna eventually try to get that. I'm gonna put that in. That's the PayPal. I definitely appreciate it. Like I said, I'm going to get this. Regardless, I'm working 12s. I'm going to try to work 12s for the rest of the year. Facebook calling. Why are you Facebook? Well, Facebook called me. I don't see a Facebook. I don't see a Facebook calling popping up, man. I don't see a Facebook call pop up at all. I'm not seeing anything on Messenger at all. Nothing. I don't see nothing on Messenger. So if you want to call me, call the number. I'm going to put the number in the chat. Man, y'all got to remember the number, man. I mean, I gave the number out 5,000 times a night. And the money ball, we're going to work on that a little bit too. Don't FaceTime me though if you got an iPhone. Don't FaceTime me. It's not going to go through. All right. I still got some more of my absolute. And I'm not even feeling nothing because I just been sipping. What am I giving it up to Rick for? I'm just happy he made the right decision. I give it up for that, Jay. I'm just hoping he continues to make the right decision because I'm afraid of him. I have to see it more than one game. I have to see it on a consistent basis like I did from Coach Manny Diaz. I will have some more shirts and hats available this time for real. I think anybody like the shirts, man? They're going to be a little different, but do people like the shirts and hats? How do y'all think about it, though? I think they're pretty cool. I think they're a lot different than most. I think they're mine. They're my personality. Somebody just tried to call. That's my fault. You know what? That's my fault. Somebody just tried to call, so I'm calling that person back. No, that wasn't trying to call. Hold on. No, they weren't trying to call. I thought somebody was trying to call. All right. I put the number in the chat. You told me you were trying to call, so the number's up. I'm not going to the FSU game. I'm not going to that game this year. I'm going to be working 12-hour shifts. I need to make some money. I can't get donations, so I got to go to work. I got to do things to get this channel, to make this channel a lot more appealing next year. This year and next year. I want to do a lot of things next year, including I want to do a lot of, my tickets are online for sale, though. I want to do a lot of 7-on-7 camps. My battery's getting low, too. I don't know what percentage. I'm at 9%. I'm still pretty decent. I want to do I want to do some 7-on-7 camps and things like that. So it's some things I want to give back to the community. So either I'm gonna have to work for it, or I'm gonna get some sponsors or some donations. But I need to get better equipment. I'm good on my mic. I'm good on my system that was donated to me, but I'm working on a 6-year-old tablet. You know, so I need to get better equipment to where I can do some better things. I need, you know what I'm saying? So either I'm going to work real hard for it, I'm going to bust my behind for it. Justin, I appreciate, Justin gave me another 10, another 5, man. Justin, just see that? Thanks, Justin. Justin, I appreciate that, man. Thanks, my brother. I can promise you for a fact, I'm gonna show you where everything goes. Because the new equipment will be in as soon as I raise the money for it. As soon as I raise the money for it, the new equipment will be in. So, and I'm gonna raise it. I'm either gonna make it or raise it. So, with or without donations, we're gonna get this done. Yeah, we need to find another punter. He's horrible. We need to find another punter bad. I mean, that's special teams too. That's the coaching too. Whoever the special team coach is, obviously, he either is allowing him to punt the ball that bad, or something's got to go right. Man, that was you, Platinum, that just donated again. Cause I'm serious. I truly keep telling people, man. It's yeah. 803-201-0135. 803-201-0135. 803-201-0135. I'm not putting it in the chat again. I'll put it in the chat about 100 times. You can donate too. Oh man, I'm glad I'm not getting charged. I'm glad I don't have a minutes phone. I just gave you the number to. Well, you didn't ask me the question again. I have no idea what Shaq and Malik have going on. You talking about for PayPal? I don't know. Like I said, I don't know. That's why I got Cash App. Thank you for putting it back in the chat for me, because I wasn't putting it back in there. I done put it in there about 10 times, man. Like tonight, how long have we been on tonight? Goodness gracious, we've been on for over 2 hours tonight. We have been on for over 2 hours tonight, and taking phone calls and everything. That's why I say, man, it's definitely a tough process. But Dex, that's a third time Dex have donated $30. Thank you, Dex. I appreciate that, man. I appreciate that, Dexter, for real, man. Who we got? Hold on 1 second. My bad. Who we got?
I'm posting in the chat. That boy. I'm Super Kane and Kane's Inside and all that.
Where you from? Where you from, my brother?
I live in West Palm Beach, but I'm Jamaican.
Oh, I'm Jamaican. That's why I'm asking. My father's Jamaican. So that's why I'm asking. What's going on, brethren?
I'm good, man. I'm good. I just calling to talk about, I hear you talking about Mark Rick.
Yeah. I need you to lock my number in too, man, because I love to always conversate with my with my family from Jamaica, man. I really love to get into my roots, man. So
that's cool, man.
You lock my number in, and me and you have some conversation online.
All right, that's cool. Yeah, we can link up at the game and thing.
Yeah, no problem. So what do you want to know about? What do you want to say about Mark Rick, man? I'm killing him, so you hopefully.
Yeah, because me and you have exchanged comments before, like on YouTube, I think. On your videos.
Yeah.
And but I believe in Mark Rick, and this is why. Because I feel like a lot of fans, they feel like there's some magic coaching that can fix the problems that we have. And I feel like it's only great recruiting with decent coaching that can do it. Because if you look at Coker, he wasn't like a genius or anything like that, but he won a national title.
Oh yeah, but see, the difference with Coker and Rick was Coker wasn't stubborn. And that's what I look at. Rick is kind of
Right.
stubborn, so Coker knew he couldn't do something, so he allowed somebody else to do it. Rick doesn't believe he can't do something, so he won't. That's why he got fired from Georgia. It's the reason. I mean, he has every opportunity in the world to prove everybody wrong, but that's on him to do it.
This is what I'm gonna say. Like, if you look throughout the season, you will look back at decisions, bad decisions, good decisions that the coaches make. But then I look at it at overall. Based on the level that Al Golden was recruiting, the two classes before Shaq's class, that's Rick's first class. It's like a salvage class, right?
Yeah, but see, people don't realize.
Those two classes before that class were like in the 20s.
And so was Rick's last class. Rick's last class was 23. What was his class that you like?
No.
Well,
This last class was number 6.
It was 6?
That was 11.
Okay, but hear me. With Golden though, right? And my tablet about to go dead. With Golden, he was under sanctions. So it's unfair. He was under sanctions.
Look, the thing about it, like, I see Ohio State, they were under sanctions. USC, they were under worse sanctions than we were.
No, nobody was under. Nobody was under worse sanctions than we were, man. They were talking about giving us a death penalty.
Bro, listen, the sanctions that USC got, they were worse than anything we got since the Pell Grant thing.
But hear me, but they kept us in waiting for like 2 years before they even decided to punish us.
Right, yeah.
They didn't do that to USC.
And it was hanging over us.
That's my point.
They still lost, and then they had, the bowl bands.
And USC hasn't recovered from that yet.
But they're still getting good players, like better players than we were getting.
USC hasn't recovered from that yet. They haven't recovered from that yet.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? Now you throw that at me, then I'll throw at you this here. Cause I got to keep checking my tablet because it's going dead. I'm at 5%. I'll throw this at you. Kirby Smart almost went to the national championship game last year with Rick's players.
Right.
So we can go tit for tat on stuff like that. I mean, that's very easy to do.
No. My point of it was like, I look at like the recruiting in like a 4-year group, like the classes in 4 years.
But you don't get 4 years.
If you consider, I'm saying if you consider the 2 classes before Rick came in, they were in the 20s. So when you group them with the guys that are seniors now, that's not 9 and 3.
But do you do?
That's the kind of level that they had.
You do understand that though, even with those classes being in the 20s, we were number 3 in recruiting in the ACC, right?
Yeah.
And the other 2 teams that were better than us was in the in Atlantic Division, right? So we should.
ended up winning with the Coastal.
Yeah.
Ended up winning the Coastal.
We won the Coastal with Al Golden too, except we had to forfeit it.
Come on.
Well, I'm saying I'm not lying. Am I lying?
North Carolina. Yeah, you're lying because North Carolina finished at the head of us.
Yeah, but we ended up winning because of the little it was bullshit, but we still won the Coastal. We had to forfeit the AC championship game. I'm just saying. I mean, we can go tit for tat all day. My thing is, Coach Rick has been coaching for 18 years, and he sat Nikoski Perry for no reason at all. And if it's true that the coaches had to go above him for them to play Perry, then that's selfishness on his part.
Where are you hearing that from?
I've heard it from a few inside sources. I'm not going to say it because I don't know if it's 100% true, so I'm not going to throw those guys under the bus like that. But I did hear it. And some people actually agree with me that they've heard those things. So I'm not saying it's true. But what I'm saying is he didn't want to play Perry for some reason. And he was sticking with Rozier. And that's on him, not on nobody else.
Okay, well, that kind of decision, we can question that, and that's fair. I feel that is fair, decisions like that. But what I'm saying, when I look at the overall season, people saying, well, he won't win a national title or he won't win the ACC.
I don't know if anybody's... I've never said that. I said I want to see him win one.
You want to see him win one?
I want to see him... I'm a Miami fan. Of course, I want to see him win it this year.
Right. He won 2 SEC titles. I think he can win the SEC.
I want to see him win it then. I don't want to see him bitch out like he did last year and kick a field goal on the 1 yard line.
And okay, if you look at the 2 teams that have been dominating the ACC, recently. FSU and Clemson, right? Look at when Jimbo got in there. His record was like what Rick record is when he came in. It looked like.
I'm not worried. I'm worried about Rick. I'm worried about Rick being in the SEC, in the SEC East for 15 years, and won it twice, and Urban Meyer came right in and won 2 national championships. I'm looking at Kirby Smart take his team to a national championship in his second year. I'm looking at the Gators win national championship SEC East. I'm looking at Tennessee win that championship in SEC East, and I'm looking at him not win one. I'm also looking at him give away games against the teams like the Gamecocks and stuff like that, because I live up here in South Carolina. I'm looking at him choke away a lot of games, and I'm looking at his whole history in totality, not just at Miami. And I'm also looking at him what he did. I'm also looking at.
I don't think that is like a bearing.
It is.
What he will do at Miami. I personally don't think it, because once I see like the recruiting, like what the other person was saying,
he got great. He got great recruiting at Georgia.
Yeah,
I just want to see. Well, if he wins, I'm at 3%, so I'm not gonna be able to be on too much longer. But text me your info, my brother. I'm at 3%.
I will.
I'm at 3%, so I'm about to have to hang up for this thing to die on me. I appreciate. Hey, text me your info for real, because I want to chop it up with you, man.
I will.
And call back earlier next time if you can, because I'll do them like 8 o'clock.
No, I was looking in the chat and couldn't find the number until you started posting it. That's why I didn't call in earlier.
Okay, my bad. Lock it in, and now you have it, so you'll be able to call in before anybody.
All right, cool.
Thank you, my. What's your name again, my brother?
Just call me Super Kane.
Super Kane. Thank you, my brother. I appreciate you, man.
All right.
All right. Hey, I got like 2% left, so I'm going to go ahead and get off this chat, man. I appreciate everything everybody do, man. I've been on for a long time anyway, so. But yeah, I most definitely appreciate it. Done for the night. Down to right at 1%. So, hey, man. Appreciate all the love. I can barely see because I can't turn my screen up. I don't want to. And y'all cast out at me, man. I'll try to get that super chat thing set up. Maybe that'll work. And I'll post the what's name again one more time, man. Love you guys, man. I'll let your boy represent as you. Man, we out.